Jussie Smollett hate crime hoax has now been concluded.
Again, the Smollett verdict: count 1, guilty; count 2, guilty; count 3, guilty; count 4, guilty; count 5, guilty; and we're seeing count 6, not guilty. And that is just coming down from the courtroom in Chicago. Andy, significant?
Highly significant. Quick verdict, 5 guilty verdicts, 15 years of exposure. Again, I don't think the sentence will be anything near 15 years, but the jury clearly, and given the speed of it, I would say emphatically rejected his testimony, and that I think will weigh on the judge as he imposes sentence.
5 out of 6 counts for lying to police officers. Disorderly conduct is what it's listed as. Jussie Smollett could go away for 15 years. Smollett staged a hate crime hoax. He hired 2 Ugandan brothers. The liberal media bought it hook, line, and sinker. The Ugandan brothers were supposed to wear MAGA hats, claimed that it was MAGA country in downtown Chicago at 2 in the morning in freezing cold weather. Jussie Smollett kept his Subway sandwich by his side, trusty Subway sandwich by his side. Maybe that was the point of all of this. Jussie Smollett trying to be the Subway sandwich spokesperson. Didn't work out very well for Megan Rapinoe. But now Jussie Smollett will have plenty of time to think about what endorsements he wants when he's behind bars. We have yet to find out whether Jussie Smollett and his gigantic, salty crocodile tears will be going to federal prison. But we hope so, because that's what happens when you sit there and try and prey on the country, a great country, by the way, a wonderful country, a country that made this jackass famous, a country that gave him a lot of money and a lot of opportunity. He was a television star, right? He was friends with all these famous people. Michelle Obama and him were texting buddies. Well, Michelle Obama can't get you out of this one, buddy. And Michelle Obama ain't president, so she can't pardon your ass either. Jussie Smollett presumably going to jail. The jury clearly and emphatically rejected his testimony. Jussie Smollett has been found guilty on 5 of 6 counts. Consequences. Isn't that what we want in this country? If Kyle Rittenhouse did something wrong, consequences. If people do something wrong, consequences. If people are innocent and they are found innocent, well, then they walk free. It's the beauty of the American justice system, and the American justice system is blind. Lady Liberty, Lady Justice stands up there with her scale with the blindfold on. She doesn't care what Jussie Smollett, what he looks like, or what orientation he is, or whatever. He doesn't care that he's on TV. They care about the truth. And the truth is that Jussie Smollett is a total bastard, and he's a liar, and he lied, and he sucked resources from the hot box murder festival that is Chicago. Probably little kids died because of this. I'll say it. Ladies and gentlemen, have you seen the Chicago murder rates? I'll say it. Have you seen the Chicago murder rates? Some of those horrifying and gut-wrenching stories come out of Chicago. Little kids getting shot at crosswalks. It's incredible. It's disgusting. And it is a city that needs all the help they can get with police. Instead, this jackwad went ahead and tried to make it all about himself, tried to cry. Look at him crying on camera. What a complete buffoon. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Go to jail. I hope you go to jail. Crying on camera, robbing the city of Chicago for much needed police force that could have helped or perhaps prevented some of the shootings or crime, presumably, while he was doing the Chicago, having a homicide rate that is absolutely insane. A homicide rate that is astronomical. I think it broke a record this year, and Jussie Smollett also went along with convincing and snookering people like Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris called the Jussie Smollett claims a modern-day lynching. That's right. That's how intelligent Kamala Harris is. That's how smart Kamala Harris is. Kamala Harris called it a modern-day lynching. With Jussie Smollett. There's actually a great clip of that where she's asked about that, and she's like, what? What did I...
Shep, candidates here are being confronted with questions about whether or not they were too quick to condemn the attackers in the Jussie Smollett case, including Senator Kamala Harris, who needed a minute to think about whether or not she stood by her previous comment that the attack was an attempted modern-day lynching.
Which tweet? What tweet?
About saying that it is a modern day lynching that.
Sorry.
Yes, Jussie Smollett.
Okay, so I will say this about that case. I think that the facts are still unfolding, and I'm very concerned about, obviously.
Here we go, Kamala Harris. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, do you remember this? Kamala Harris was in the Senate at this time. Jussie Smollett's the kindest, most gentle human being I know. I'm praying for his quick recovery. It was an attempted modern-day lynching. No one should have fear in their lives because of their sexuality or color of their skin. We must confront this hate. Man, is there a hoax? Is there a humiliation, the likes of which Kamala Harris cannot stoop to? Is there a place to which Kamala Harris cannot go that is not so humiliating? Is there a level? Is there a level upon which these people will not go in order to embarrass themselves and prostrate themselves before their false god, their false idol, which is wokeism and a victimhood mentality through a intersectional worldview? These people are postmodernists. They have no truth. The truth is just their truth, right? They live inside of the sewers, the bilge that tells them that their truth is the truth, right? Wrong. There is a truth. There is truth, and Jussie Smollett's going to find that truth, hopefully in federal prison. Joe Biden should join him, frankly, in my opinion. For different reasons, but here we go. Joe Biden lying to the American people. What happened today to Jussie Smollett must never be tolerated in this country. We will stand up and demand that we no longer give this hate harbor. What do you mean? The hate from like the Ugandan brothers who got paid to do this? Okay, like that kind of hate? They got to check, baby. Is he talking about the Subway sandwich? Maybe I should read this like Joe Biden. What happened today? Blah, 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 blah. We must never be tolerated. Come on, man. We must stand up to Corn Pop and demand and no longer give safe harbor. Safe Harbor is the name of the ship that I was on with Franklin Delano Roosevelt when it crossed the English Channel with Winston Churchill. Anyway, that homophobia and spacism, no place in our streets, man, in our hearts. We hear you, Juicy. We hear you, Juicy. Yeah, all right. Look at all this fake news crap. This stuff, you wonder why trust in news and trust in our political process is the lowest it's been in my lifetime and will never, ever, ever recover. Thank you for watching. We are 100% independent news. Are you sick of being lied to? We certainly are. That's why we started this channel. But we can't do it without you. We can't keep going without your help. All we ask is that you click like and subscribe and share this video. It's free and it keeps us going. It keeps us growing. And it keeps us getting the truth out there to break the rotted corporate media infrastructure that wants to lie to you every single day, wants to corrupt your narratives, your truth, your story, and your very society. So support us by clicking like, clicking subscribe, and thank you, Patriots.